So you can see that although we did see a rather uh, significant spike from Dan and Khalil, you can see that with the market's recent change, both of them have gone down at, I believe that is exactly the same slope. That's due to the fact that both 12 and Blue did not receive any votes last week. So if we go back to the scoreboard, you can see that Khalil and Dan both only invested in Blue and 12. Dan's case, he only invested in 12. So that means that that is what we're seeing. They have received the exact same downwards trend. Although you can see that I have barely snuck past Dan and also have reached my all-time high. Um, and we can see that we're starting to see somewhat of a division between the top three here and the middle of the pack. Although the middle of the pack seems to be changing places relatively frequently, we are seeing that Khalil, Dan, and myself have put somewhat of a distance between us and the rest of the pack. And you can also see that for the first time in a very long time, in fact, since the beginning of the season, even Steven is now above that 100,000 point. And you can also see that Megan has gone down a little bit in the past week. So I think it's an interesting trend that we're seeing. I've also added in these uh, areas down here. This is just an exact replica of the first two columns of the contestants trends page, or of the scoreboard page. And what that should be able to do is allow me to just copy and paste them fairly quickly into their respective columns in the actual stock market videos. So maybe we can do that from now on. We'll see how it goes in the next one. But that is the current state of the stock market. I did receive a couple text messages, just making sure it's not about the stream. It is not. So that is where we are for the stock market, and I am going to switch back over to the question and answers page.